It's gone for 4. But will it be signalled as a no ball? Yes, indeed it will. So an extra delivery to bowl and a free hit, of course. Attempted slower ball from Van Beek. And that brings up the 250.
Yep, well above waist high there. To be fair, Shadab Khan's done well to get inside that and get that for 4. Just slipped out there from Van Beek. No malicious intent at all.
The free hit. Cracked out towards deep mid-wicket and all the way for 6. Oh, that was a costly error from Van Beek. It's the end of the over and a very expensive over 2. 15 runs from it. 258 for 5.
With a couple of wickets. See that 6 for the wall, the over. Hard length. Shadab Khan sitting back and waiting for it. Dropped in the crowd. Not the most skillful, maybe. A couple of wickets, but these last couple of overs have just gone the distance as Mohammad Nawaz has come to the crease. Noel O'Brien back alongside me. Great to have you back, mate.
Yeah, off spin to Nawaz, looking down the ground. Bowled back of the length. Alian knows that Mohammad Nawaz wants to get down the surface, wants to attack that side screen. As soon as you go above the eye line, Nawaz will be dancing down the crease. I think he's bowled well today. Arian took the new ball. He's bowled in various stages, but generally has kept a lid on things. It's like good control, good accuracy, attack the stumps. I think as a spinner who's not a huge turner, you've got to bring in LBW and bowl. I think he's done a good job so far. Still time for it to go wrong here though with Shadab in the mood he's in. Brilliant gloves. Scott Edwards, exceptional work down leg side, arm ball. It's a wide, yes. He can still be stumped off the wide. Michael Goff has sent it upstairs. Brilliant keeping.
Director, we have an umpire review for stumping. I have checked the front foot. It is a fair delivery. Can I have the front on, please? Waiting on front on. No, I'm going to be going. Please front on. Can we confirm there's no bat involved through ultra edge, please? Waiting on ultra edge. Ultra edge coming up. Flat line as the ball passes the bat and the bats. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can we go to the side on for the stumping, please? Can you freeze it when the bails are dislodged, please? Freeze it there. I see some part of the foot grounded beyond the popping crease. I'm ready with my decision. Not out. I repeat, not out.
Well, Timbati will say not out, but take nothing away from Scott Edwards because that's exceptional glove work. Brilliant footwork down leg side. It's an arm ball from the off spinner. Keeper Scott Edwards had the bails off in a jiffy, but also great footwork. Shadab Khan to switch his feet around and make his ground by the skin of his teeth.
in, Maxi.
Brilliant keeping. Really good, Scott Edwards. Not easy, captain, batter, keeper. This is real-time replay. Arm ball, leg side, unsighted. Excellent work. Well, the family gutted. Leg side, no chance. The one thing, just looking at the replay, Scott Edwards, I reckon he's trying to get the ball. Well, he sent that upstairs. This is going miles down leg side, I'm sure of it. Review.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. The original decision is not out. I have checked the front foot. It is a fair delivery. Can I have the front on, please?
Yes, stand by.
Waiting for front on. The ball is close to the bat. Can I confirm that with Ultra Edge, please? Freeze it there. There's a clear spike as the ball passes the bat. I'm ready to go back to the on-field umpire. Rizwan, you can stay with your decision of not out. Stand by. You're on screen. You can make the signal now.
Well, Scotty Edwards had a great review earlier on when he reviewed the dismissal of Imam Haq, but to be honest, that was a shocker, Noel O'Brien.
Well, in the nicest possible way, that was a poor review. Inside edge, sliding down by about 3 stumps. We'll let him away with it.
Otherwise, it was close.
A good over so far, this from Ali and Dad, just 4 from it. Got to try and close this out. Because batters are thinking boundary. They're thinking only 4 for 5, got to try and get a boundary. Excellent. Once again, excellent bowling from the off spinner. 5 off the over, 45 overs bowled, 263 for 5. Five overs remaining, 263 for 5. Pretty impressive bat. On. This means he's a little bit further away. Back to the Wesley Baresi, once upon a time a fine keeper, was looking up and listening to me there.
There he is, Wesley Baresi on screen there. Man that you've played with the time. Wes, feeling good? He's happy as Larry.
What do you reckon? Bails off in a flash there, like you back in 2012, Amstelveen. And a good little passage here from the Netherlands. Previous over was good from Ali and Dat, and just singles. When Pakistan need boundaries, they're struggling to find it. Big 20 minutes here for the Netherlands. Difference between 320 and 340 maybe.
Yeah, that comeback over from Dart after the over from Kingma from that end was absolutely huge. Just kill a little bit of that momentum. Bus later now. Great day for him with the ball.
Yeah, and he's done that well, Baz de Leede. He hasn't been afraid to use his short ball because the Pakistan batters know he's got a good bumper and he's got a good change-up. So that's been a real plus point for Baz de Leede. Excellent control today, 84 mph.
Yeah, big focus with this national team of the Netherlands is to get that bouncer nice and high. Don't allow the batters to be in control of the ball. We have missed a little bit of that today. Here he is, Tim de Leede. He'll be enjoying watching his son. He's been in supreme form at the moment, young Bus.
Slow ball bumper, should be taken, is taken, easy catch. Viv Kingma third inside the ring, and once again Baz de Leede. They call him the Golden Arm for a reason.
The Prince of Voorburg, there's the king. Great wicket for the Dutch. Very critical to get Mohamed Nawaz out at this stage. He's a dangerous player at the death. Short, wide, but slow. No pace. Simple catch for Viv Kingma. Dropped one earlier today. That one a hell of a lot easier and taken. Nawaz falls for 4. Score is 266 for 6.
Debutant Salman Ali Agha, all-rounder. Good list A numbers, 3 tons, best of 171. Very well regarded back in the domestic scene in Pakistan, but this is a different kettle of fish altogether. Got to put bat to ball from the outset. He's on strike too. Batters didn't cross. Too high, might have been a feather as well. Entertaining first ball. Will Scott Edwards send it upstairs? I don't think there's much in it, Scott Edwards. You've got 6 seconds, Captain. Make the call. No. Good decision, but a good over from Baz de Leede. Excellent work. 267 for 6. Well, the debutant should be off the mark here. Massive inside edge. Onto the pad. A stifled appeal. Michael Goff said no, too high. Poor debutant. One from one for the debutant. 4 overs remaining. Crunches one. Awkward bounce. Lovely bit of timing. Should be mopped up in the deep. Tim Pringle, the left arm tweaker, saves one.
Great fielding by Pringle on the rope. See this one come through the covers. Oh, that's just off the edge of the artificial wicket in the number 1 pitch over there. And great fielding by Pringle to save one. All these runs are critical at the back end of the innings. Great hand. Tajanur might be having nightmares about that one.
Good start from the debutant, finding the middle straight away. Gives herself width. What a lovely bit of improvisation. Down to the deep third rope. Pringle's busy.
Did his foot touch the line there? I think it might have done. Pringle doing all the work to the right side on the previous event. Now all the way to the left. As in the walls is young Tim.
Well, it's excellent batting. It's a slower ball, backs away, gives himself room so he can carve it through that point region. Two fielders inside the ring. And Tim Pringle, as you quite rightly mentioned, previous ball around 40 yards to his right. Loses his cap in the process. Keep an eye on those feet. I reckon that's 4. You just see the boundary rope changing. I think Rizwan Akram will give a boundary. Well, a really good start here. We'll have to change ends as well. So Salman Aliaga started really well, finding the middle of his blade straight away.
The Harry Potter look-alike. Would have been an amazing run out. They're pushing for 3 off the overthrow. Cooper will do the tidying up work. It's been absolute chaos these first 3 balls, and it looks like Taita Nibanu's in the walls there.
Well, Logan van Beek, the bowler, doing the work of his own bowling. Just keep an eye on the Manuru gets one. Ricochet, buzzer. Oh, the walking wound.
Would have been out. That had hit direct. Said it hit direct on the knee.
A long off goes back. Fine leg inside, third inside. Good from Van Beek. All his experience, all his nous. Netherlands is trying to close this innings out. Great, below 6 and over. Not long ago, Pakistan were looking at 350, batting Netherlands out of the game. Netherlands dragging themselves back into the contest. Slapped. It's that man Pringle. Not going to cut it off. Another boundary.
Slow ball again from Van Beek. But this one, too short and too wide. Just allows Salman to throw his hands through the ball. Races away. Pringle tired from the first 3 balls of the over. Away for 4.
Well, it's obvious where the debutant's favourite area is. He loves that point region. Backing away, carving. Wants to, should get a couple, no. Wants to strike. Debutant says to the senior statesman, Shadab Khan, I want strike, over bowled. 3 to go, 282 for 6.
Moments in the game these, Niall, we can see with Kingma returning from the pavilion end.
We love a big moment here in Rotterdam. Good game in store. Viv Kingma was good with the new rock, not his strong suit. Bowling at the back end of the innings wouldn't be necessarily his strongest suit. Can he get the Yorker and can he use his variations to outfox the batters? acres a man was batting on 43. This is a routine catch for any fielder at, well, I was going to say international level, but any level really. This is the catch he does take to get rid of Noaz. Mixed day so far for the headband warrior. Hoiked. Final leg inside the ring. It's a good change up though. Tim Pringle out in the deep. I'll tell you, he's covered some real estate.
Yeah, the young man doing a lot of yards. He's been a hell of a fielder. Very, very strong. Struggled against the Netherlands, sort of against New Zealand, my apologies. Had a couple of drop catches, but he's always put in those hot spots. A lot of running for the young man.
Shuffles across. Sounded good. There was protection.
Also.
Got a slow ball bumper. Can he bowl the wide Yorker? Slower ball. Protection. Very good here from Netherlands. Batter missed out. Batter will feel there was a half a dozen on show there. It was a length ball, got it wrong. Gets away with it.
Scott Edwards, a man that knows the angles of this ground very well. He's played the last 7 years at this venue, so should be able to understand what angles of the ground these sort of balls are going to go to.
Well, that's a really good over. At this stage of the innings, just 8 off it. 48 bowled, 290 for 6. Pakistan winning the toss, 90 for 6, 2 overs. Sunny afternoon, Port City. Famous all around the world. They'll be busy down there. Tuesday afternoon, good crowd in, expecting 3,000. A partisan crowd, you would say. Logan van Beek for his last. Improvisation, wonderful, wonderful batsmanship. First time we've seen that. A little bit of cheekiness. Beautiful.
Salman showing us he's got all the tricks in the book. Very, very brave shot at this time of the innings. With a skill that most of these international batters have now. That hard length. He's able to get down on one knee and play it straight over his head. Very much a dill scoop more than a traditional scoop that we see nowadays. Very much the original Tilakratne Dilshan style shot.
Slow ball, good change up. Yeah, 2009, Tilakratne Dilshan played that beautifully at the T20 World Cup in the UK. This was a brilliant stroke. You just see the head position, just see premeditating, and just see the head position, just veering across to the offside. That's a great shot. Straight up in the air, third is inside the ring. Should be just a single, nobody at the stumps. Max O'Dowd gets there in the end. Get back for a couple. I tell you, he's stealing the strike from Shadab as well.
Shadab Khan was flying along, but the debutant wants a bit of international cricket. He wants some batting time under his belt. He's got a little bit lucky here and there, but it's for two.
Yeah, looks a good player, Salman. Haven't seen a great deal of him. Speaking to people in the domestic structure in Pakistan, they say he's a real stroke maker. Not the most powerful, but uses angles nicely. We've seen that already today, the way he's carved the ball through point and backed away. Can he go downtown for six? Has he got the power to go downtown? Chopped away, brilliant, poor bowling. Third is inside the ring. You know Salman likes to cut and use the pace of the ball. Excellent batting, 300 up.
Mid-off up as well, third man up. He was always going to give himself room, and that's just a nothing delivery. Neither short and straight, or neither full and straight. You can't do that with four men in the ring on the offside.
Yeah, you got to know the strengths of the batter you're bowling against. I know it's his first game, but he's already showed he loves going over and through the offside. Much better from Van Beek. Doing the research, you should know the batter likes to use pace and use angles as opposed to hitting powerfully. Third 100 runs and 65 pills. That's good acceleration. First 100 we mentioned numerous times was sedate, was slow, was sluggish. 301, 7 balls remaining. Pretty decent total. I think Netherlands have fought back nicely all the same. Shuffles across. Gets it well enough. Straight down the ground. Bang it straight, shut up. Half a dozen. 49 bowled. 307 for 6.
Last ball of the final over. Over-pitched off-cutter from Van Beek and Shadab Khan. Not holding him back there. Just a full swing through the line. Looks like it's actually a knuckleball from Van Beek. Bold decision to bowl that final ball of the innings. It's gone for 89 and it's 10 now.
Baz the later, last over. He's going to try and use the short ball. He's got plenty of protection leg side. Baz the later, I'd be very surprised if he bowls anything in the arc to be hit. He's going to say to the batters, you take on my bouncer, take on my slower ball bouncer. I've got protection. Baz the later, 2 for 37. Brilliant today.
He stood up for the Dutch. The Dutch have gone a different route with only going the 2 seamers plus bust today. They'll be very, very pleased to see him get through his 10 overs.
Goes in the arc, sliced. Man underneath. Put down. Vikramjit Singh, that is not good. That is a routine catch in the deep. And Baz the later has been robbed of a third.
Catching practice for Vikram Singh. Straight to him, got himself in an awkward position, got down on one knee, no stable base. Not a position you want to be catching. Simple opportunity missed. 2 of them today for the Dutch.
Well, that's a really poor miss. The second drop off, Baz the later today. Vidiv Kingma dropped one earlier on. Routine catches. Off cutter. Netherlands fielding generally this summer when I've watched hasn't been up to the mark.
No, very disappointing. I mean, that ball there into the ribs. no run taken, but no, that is very disappointing. I'm sure they'll be down, and I know that Jim Tildich, Peter Byron, and especially Ryan Cook, as a former fielding coach for Bangladesh, will be absolutely livid with those 2 drop catches.
There is protection. Shadab Khan, 1 strike. Good running.
Peter Byron, very impressed with that delivery. Buster later, he's been exceptional today. There's that off cutter once more. Just a little bit of grip, a little bit of bounce. I'm sure the Pakistan side, especially Shadab Khan, won't be disappointed seeing a little bit of grip.
The reaction from Stump Khan is brilliant. Twice in the over. Shadab's on his hunches at the non-striker's end. Last ball. Well, that is exceptional bowling from Bazaleda today. Final over, just 7 from it. And brilliant figures. Bazaleda, 2 for 42. Massive round of applause from all the crowd for Bazaleda and the Netherlands, who I think have fought back really well in this contest. For Pakistan, they played nicely after winning the toss. 314 for 6 they've accounted for. It's a good surface, conditions are good. Got a right game in our hands. We're going to roll that pitch, flatten it out. Well, they created chances. They weren't as good in the field as they could have been. Salman on debut looked really good. He looks a real talent. Pakistan have found another star in the making. Faka played well for his 109 and a run of ball. Inam never really got going. Good review to send that upstairs. Out for 2 from 19. And Babar, well, 74 from 85. Elegant as always. And after that, there was a little bit of a clap. Rizwan never got going. Kushtil came and went. And then the experienced Shadab, 48. But Salman on debut looked good for his 27 not out.
For the bowlers, Aryan Dutt opened the bowling. He was exceptional up front. He finished it with number 44. Kingmar, he took 1. He took the early wicket. And the other 2 wicket takers was Logan Mabek. But the bowler of the day, for me, Buster later, 10 overs, 2 for 42.
Yeah, evenly contested game. Pakistan winning the toss. The Netherlands, they're going to need 315 to win. Time for a break. We'll be back shortly for an exciting run chase.
Let me poster on your wall. Cricket is the fingers you break, the sacrifices you make. This is the game we play. It's what we do. 100% cricket.
Very warm welcome. Cricket club here in the Netherlands. The Hague, to be more specific. Beautiful background it is. What a wonderful venue for today's second of this two-match series. We wait for the clock to strike 5, Shane. We are right on time.
Yeah, I think we're early. Let's go. Get it underway.
Significant turn there. First ball, a little bit straight, but turn nonetheless.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing him bowl. A coach in the 2010 World Cup, he was a batter who kept a little bit.
And O'Dowd makes him pay. Gets the reprieve. The drag down goes for 4.
I didn't like that fielding change actually the Kiwis did. I know Max was trying to sweep there, but he wasn't connecting with it, so probably should have stuck with it. But yeah, just opened up that mid-wicket boundary for the 4. So the 2 mid-sweep shots opened up the boundary for him.
Final ball of the over. Already been in quite a bit of action in this one. Oh no, that's just run off the face by O'Dowd, but straight into off stump. Maybe a bit of good fortune for the Black Caps. The Netherlands do their first.
Yeah, I think he got his boundary for the over, and it's like, okay, I'll just see this ball out. And as you can see, he's just played with soft hands and 2 soft hands. Which, yeah, there was no single behind point, so it was not that he should have been going for a single there. A little bit unlucky when it spins on the stumps. It's a horrible way to get out.
O'Dowd falls for 6. It's 7 for 1. Short once more, and that'll be in the gap. That will run away for 4. Width, carved away. Short and straight this time. That's going to fly all the way. That's off down into the crowd. 4-6.
Boy, now he's stabbing his authority in this power play. He's got all the shots, as we know. He is a bit of a slow starter at times, but once he gets going, he's been one of the best associate players in the world for a long time. So he could.
Pitched up, Mitchell Santner takes the catch. Singh looking aloft down the ground, probably not quite the length, and Mitchell Santner holds on to a very important catch, Shane.
Yeah, so it was a big over. They brought him back to get the wicket, and it was a 50-50 if you take him on or just consolidate and then target the next over. He's hitting with the wind there, but that's a tough shot off that length and a very good catch. You might have been able to try the flat bat over mid-on, might have been the option because they were expecting to hit offside and had a majority offside field. But I guess he had to take it on. It's the power play. It was a very difficult shot, but he was hitting with the wind a bit more on it. Might have been 4.
Vikram Singh departs. Netherlands now 32 for 2. Wide again, carved away. This outfield is lightning quick, and that'll be 4 runs. Get Bustolator's account underway.
Oh, what a shot. Just let the ball come on.
Myberg goes high. Allen sets himself and comfortably takes the catch. The drag down works. Michael Bracewell gets the wicket. That'll be his second. And the Dutch go 3 down.
It's a shame for Stefan Myberg there. He probably could have waited and targeted the left armour. Because then he's hitting with the spin a bit more. I reckon that could have been his go. Tough against the left-hander, but he was the off-spinner to the left-hander. But he was hitting with the breeze. Just looked like he obviously got a bit high up in the bat. A bit of a top edge. And held out on that boundary, but that brings Tommy Cooper in.
44 for 3 after 7. Slog swept, and that's gone all the way. Bustolator, he's been brilliant. 6 off 12 balls, make that 12 of 13.
The kid can play, that's for sure. And what a shot that was. Just a little bit over pitch. He'd be biting a little bit back of a length. And that one, he just went over the 4 metre mark and he pumped it over mid-wicket. What a shot that was.
I'm Dr. Lakeisha Simmons. 4 years ago, I was a single mom and I was living paycheck to paycheck. That's when I downloaded the free Personal Capital app, and it changed my financial future. I linked all of my accounts and I instantly saw where I stood. I was able to track my budgets and spending and see how that affected my net worth. Now I use the retirement planner and I monitor my entire portfolio. 4 years later, my nest egg has grown and I'm ready to retire.
Download the free app or go to personalcapital.com today.
Watch cricket on the go. Every ball, every wicket. Pure shot. Anytime, anywhere. At no extra cost. Watch live cricket highlights and replays on Willow.tv on any device. Don't miss any of the action with Willow.tv on TV everywhere.
Picked up, and it goes all the way. A drag down from Sodhi to start. And that's launched as far as the hoardings.
If he keeps bowling a couple of half trackers, it's going to help things. But the key is, I think they can't afford to lose a wicket here, and then they can really put on 60, 70 in that last 5 overs, as it was pretty expensive yesterday. And I think if they can keep knocking around a bit here, hit those loose ones.
Big, heavy reverse sweep. Allen trying to make the ground, but he won't do it. They will race away for 4.
Yeah, great batting, hitting with the wind downhill.
Cooper on the scoop, and he'll race away for 4. Great innovation.
Yeah, what a partnership this is turning out to be.
Cooper on the scoop, and he'll race away for 4. Great.
This is turning out to be.
A bit of elevation, not enough length on the shot.